Before we crack open this buzzing box, which is a bee colony, Nicole uses a smoker, a device used in beekeeping to calm the honeybees.
Because the bees communicate via pheromones, and this kind of clouds their alarm going off saying, oh, someone just took off our roof.
Nicole did promise me that the bees would be on their best behavior.
We have company, guys.
Nicole doesn't open up the hives in January because temperatures are too cold. Bees keep it around 93 degrees in the hive at all times through body heat.
When it's extra cold, freezing outside, like we experienced in February, they will form a tight cluster and they vibrate and generate heat that way.
They form a tight ball to retain heat and take turns rotating from the outside in. On the inside is the queen bee. Nicole likes for the overnight lows to be over 50 degrees before opening the hives. Bees have to prepare for the winter just like us. They store pollen collected in the spring to survive on during the winter. It's like stocking up the pantry.
So those days with the high pollen count?
The bees love that.
Yes, the bees and the beekeeper love that. Everyone else, not so much.
The afternoons are pleasant now, but before we know it, that brutal Texas heat will be here. We have established that they do not like the extreme cold, but what about the extreme heat?
So when it's really hot outside, they have to work hard to cool down the hive. What they do is they collect water and they bring that in the hive and they use their wings to evaporate the water, kind of like a swamp cooler.
Connecting the dots to our weather, evaporation is a cooling process. It is the same reason why we see cooler temperatures after raindrops pass through dry air. Evaporation requires taking heat from the environment for the phase change to occur.
The most important thing Houstonians can do for bees is put out a water source for the bees during the summer so they have water available. They'll need multiple gallons a day.
The bees?
The bees, yes, to cool that hive.
Of course, this is all to protect the queen bee and future generations.
Oh, there's babies!
Yeah, so this is a nursery basically, and there's new babies being born. There's one being born right here.
You know, it's not as scary as I was imagining.
No, beekeeping is a very cathartic hobby.
And that's the reason a lot of people keep bees in the city. Here are other benefits of backyard beekeeping. They pollinate your garden, you get higher yields on your produce, fresh honey and fresh air, and the most fulfilling part, simply the joy of learning how to do it.